Greetings YouTube. I'm going to be showing off some safety lights. It is very dark in here and there's a reason for that. This is the Leland emergency signal. This will be visible for miles on the open ocean. This light is approved by the United States Coast Guard. There you go. And actually when you turn it off, it blinks one more time because the capacitor is full. Then we have the VisiFlare. And then lastly, we have the Lumistrobe. This comes in and then just a standard LED flashlight. Spam's like, why aren't you petting me? Why aren't you petting me? But yes, those are the three lights. I wanted to show you how they worked in the dark, and then I will do a proper review of them in person. Spam really likes the light. Welcome to the second segment of this video. First segment was in a very dark room, which shows you how these lights look in the darkness. So here you have the lights in close-up. This is the Leland emergency signal, and it has USCG approved, and the little logo for that. And then on this side it says replace battery annually with alkaline D-cell. Though I am intrigued to see if I could actually get away with using a lithium in this. I'm going to contact the corporation and see what they say. It comes with a clip. Here we go. Rather stiff, but that's okay. Which allows you to clip it onto things, a gear or your person. It comes with a round base, and I believe these tabs are designed for it to mount into something. I am not sure what that something is because I've never purchased this directly from the manufacturer. I've never had to see the catalog or anything. I bought this at a yard sale. It has a very big, easy to see off. So I gotta tell you, once it's on, I don't think you need it to stay on. Now, it's intriguing because the the light I'm seeing here outside, outside the camera screen, and the light I'm seeing through the camera screen is a delay between the two, which is strange. I really love that sound. My wife hates it. I really like it. And when you turn it off, you get one more because it has to discharge the electricity inside the capacitor. So there you have it. They're the Leland emergency signal. I happen to really think this is a nice design. It is a little on the heavy side, but again, this is a piece of equipment that will save your life. And my plans are to grind these two tabs off just a smidge and then mount a magnet in here with epoxy so that I can turn this into a light that can be mounted on a car. So if you have an emergency on the road, I plan on having this in my vehicle so I can put it on my car. And if my wife, I have two of these. I actually have three of them. I have a yellow one as well. And my wife can also use it as a light when she goes kayaking. And the magnet will have no effect on that. So we go that one. Next we have, and this is the VisiFlare. And I honestly don't know who makes the VisiFlare because I didn't see a logo anywhere on this. I see lots of... No, it's pretty much, it's a very simple design. And this is designed to fit into a traffic cone. So if you see a traffic cone on the highway, this will fit right in there so that it will turn the traffic cone into a beacon instantaneously. And I gotta tell you, I like the design on this. It just kind of makes me think of, aircraft lights and things you'd see on top of buildings and, things like that. It's really kind of cool. Very simple. On and off. And again, I'm getting that same weird delay. But this one doesn't make much of a sound. But I purchased it because, again, I collect lights, and it was kind of unique, and it was dirt cheap. I paid 50 cents for this light. I get the feeling the guy who sold it to me probably got it from an old job, because there's no way he sold this, because these right here were running 15 bucks or to 15, 20 bucks online. So there's no way he sold me a light for 50 cents without having it cost him nothing. So this is the Visiflare. And lastly, we have where's the logo on this one? I swear it was here somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, there's some text in there, but I'm never going to be able to see that without a magnifying glass. Sorry, folks. But this is the style for traffic direction. You'd actually use this to direct traffic, and it has a nice grip. It's very comfortable. It has a functional lanyard, which is nice. It's nice to see lanyards that actually are of a size that will let you use them. It has 2 buttons. The lower button turns the light on, so now you can wave traffic on. You can see this, it's just the myriad little lights in there. It's really quite cool, and there's a reflective substance in there as well. So you get like a light refraction as well as and reflection as well as directly. But again, and it becomes a blinking light, and again for safety purposes. And turn that off, and then you turn the other button on, and it's just a conventional LED light for when you're walking or you want to look at an object. It's your standard light, and it's quite bright. I mean, you can very easily use this to illuminate the ground in front of you when you were walking if you had this in your hand. And these buttons are large enough and comfortable enough and nice and positive. And what's nice is this is smooth, and that's the light that turns the main light on. And this one has a little texture, so even if it's dark outside, you can tell which is which is a nice feature. I really do appreciate that kind of a design element. And again, the buttons have a nice, I like that on off. It's a distinct. It's not sloppy. It doesn't do an temporary on kind of thing. So that means you can store this without having to worry about it. The other 2 lights have very, very distinct switches. They're not going to go off. This one is not going to go off in a piece of equipment. Take my word for it. So that's gonna, if you throw this into a bag, it's not going to go off on you, which is nice. But overall, these are very cool lights on the safety lights that I now own, part of my collection. And this is going to end up in my car. The yellow one I got is going to stay on the shelf as a display piece. The other 2 will end up in our vehicles. I just have to get do the craft project where I grind off the nubs a little bit, and because the magnet I have is just under that size. It's not big enough to fill the whole thing in, but since I've got these 2 nubs here, if I just grind them off a smidge with my Dremel, I should be able to center and hold it in place quite securely. And then I will epoxy it, and then I will probably just weight it down like that and let it dry. Should be a very simple project, but I'll be filming that for you so you can actually see what I'm doing. So that should be nice. But it'll be good to have a high quality emergency light in my trunk that I'm not going to have to worry about in the weather, which is nice. Having a light you don't have to worry about in weather is always useful. And this is going to be seen, you're going to be able to see this thing for a long distance, which is also good because it means that on a dark, rainy weather, you are going to be visible on the highway. Very useful. The other 2 lights are just going to stay here in my collection unless I need them, unless I find myself in a situation where I need to direct traffic. I've got that covered. Woohoo! Me, I love some LED lights.